that I will say is the behind the scenes for Duchess Air was an amazing opportunity. I was able to meet someone at a forum where we made candles and had aviation themed cocktail hour pretty much. It was a nonprofit organization up here in Massachusetts. We had a really good time, and I think that we both have takeaways, and I think that we're both in an area where becoming a professional pilot is kind of at the forefront of our minds. So like-minded individuals, we came together. She allowed me to share my endeavors with her, and she shared a plane for me to use as a prop in the background of my promotional advertising of the company. So I did a collaboration photo shoot for Duchess Air and Tide and Tailwind. It was an amazing experience. I cannot thank her enough. It was such a good thing to be able to see kind of a goal of mine to be in a jet like that. And then also not only just putting myself in a place where I want to be in the near future, but for a good cause and for something that I really believe in. And the next step, being able to see it right in front of me, is the most amazing feeling in the world. I can only imagine being a private pilot and then also being in a jet and thinking, in the next 4 or 5 years, I want to be here. Just a little behind the scenes for Tide and Tailwind. I came out here today with the help of a friend of mine out here in the Northeast, and I was able to use the jet that she flies to make some content creation and actually shoot some of the pictures that I'm going to be doing in collaboration with Duchess Air and Tide and Tailwind. I am so grateful and so appreciative. If you know anything about aviation and the industry, networking, knowing people, communication, talking, meeting new people every day on a daily basis is pretty much the know-all, end-all, be-all when it comes to aviation. So I'm super glad that I had this opportunity, and I hope that you guys enjoy the next set of videos that are coming out and get in tune with the collaboration that we're going to be having on Instagram the 18th through the 20th. So check it out. So that's exactly what happened. It was a very circular moment for me, being able to be a professional pilot on the commercial side of things and sitting into a jet and saying, you know, realistically, I could only be 30 to 40 hours away from this possible goal. So it just makes it even more of a reality for me, which just makes me even more excited to even think about. Graciously enough, I was able to make it work and do a campaign shoot that I was really excited about and something I was really proud of. I would say that there are things that I would have done differently in a collaboration, as setting rules or going through how I would make the posting beneficial for both parties. But other than that, I think it was a pretty flawless transition from doing the photo shoot, editing the videos and the photos, and then going through the posting process with a collaborative effort on Instagram. The one thing that I love about Instagram so much that no other platform does is the collaborative partnerships in posting together, where you can post the same content on 2 different pages or up to multitude of different pages, where your name is on the post as the author and the person that's posting the content, but also you can pair in a partnership or in a group for others that also did a collaborative effort in the making of the post. So that was awesome. The one thing I will say is I did not take care of the descriptions. Duchess Air took care of the descriptions, which was awesome. A little bit of workload off my shoulders, but I went through, did the photo shoot, took the pictures, did the videos. I made a couple of videos and content for just me and my personal goals as a content creator for Sasong Soars. So if you're on TikTok or Instagram, you might have seen some of those already. And if you're on Instagram for Tide and Tailwind, you've definitely seen the giveaway, kind of how we went through the finishing looks of how that giveaway went through. I'm super excited for everything that we've gone through over the last couple of weeks. I've been making more hats. I'm finishing up more hats. I do have some sad news. When I went through to get a part of the craft market, I was told that they were full. And the lady did tell me if there was someone who dropped out, she would let me know with advance notice prior to the 24th, which is Christmas Eve. It's kind of one of those last minute Christmas fairs. I was super sad about that. I was looking forward to joining this craft market to get some extra profit for the end of the year, especially pushing for my online storefront to be launched January 5th. I wanted to create some extra buzz. But this also allows me to do some of the background and all the small things that I haven't really been thinking about. So really want to put in more effort into business cards, QR codes, in-person marketing as opposed to online marketing. I think doing the YouTube is great, but if there's a way that I can start some buzz in my local area, that is something that I would much prefer to do, especially in the aviation community, to get my goals out there and see what the community has to offer for me as I'm offering for the community. In January, I am excited to announce that there are a couple of college students that I've had really positive ties with, being my students in the past, that are going to be doing fundraisers through Tide and Tailwind. I'm super excited to see where it'll go, especially with them being in the aviation industry on the general aviation side of things, and seeing if maybe this is a possibility that I could start for next holiday season. I know I kind of got late in the game when it came to starting for this holiday season. The idea for doing this entire small business literally happened in November, and I jumped right on it when I could. The successes that I've seen for this small portion of the holiday season really has inspired me to wind up for the projected holiday season of 2025. I don't know about you guys, but I do plan on doing this for as readily able as I can, time allowing, and being a professional pilot and everything else that's going to come along with that. Hopefully everything kind of comes down to a culmination of getting this where it needs to be and seeing what I can do with what I have. And I'm so excited to take you guys along with me on this documentation of my small business and how it's going to get me from one step to the next step. Multi-engine instructor is so important to me. I know a lot of people say, well, you can go your whole entire training without getting your MEI, which is fine by me, but the reality is I really want this add-on because of the projected job that I have sitting for the summer of 2025. It has been long awaiting for me to even pursue a job like this, and I'm super excited to see where it goes, but it is dependent on me getting my MEI as a personal goal, setting for myself to pursue such an add-on and make sure that I'm a safe pilot and know exactly what I'm doing and where I need to be. It's really important for me to share this journey and to share that you can get creative with sponsorships and getting different ways of funding. I think that sometime in my Sasongasaurus journey, I would like to share scholarship process and sponsorship process, fundraising process, everything that goes into funding your flight training in a creative way. I would love to do a series on that. So if you're interested in maybe watching something like that, let me know, especially if you're an aspiring aviator or someone who's in aviation in high school or in college, or you know what, we can even broaden it a little more, someone who's just a student looking for funding. I've looked at a lot of creative ways of doing this, and when you're local and you have a positive community supporting you, it can make life a whole lot easier. It kind of takes a village in a sense where you're not alone and you're gonna have to do this with teamwork no matter what. So yeah, I'm really happy to be sitting here right now and sharing my story with you guys and sharing the fun that you can have when you're making this types of content and how to go through editing, sharing, fundraising, marketing, owning a small business, all the ins and outs. So if you haven't already, please subscribe or consider subscribing. I don't know the rules of YouTube yet. I know that there are like a different way to go about it. Like, you should subscribe, like this video. If you want to be here, you want to be here. And if you don't, then you can let me know in the comments why. But other than that, you know, I'm super excited to get this going from the ground up, and I'm ready to take off if you are. Thank you for sticking around, and I'll see you in the next video.